This is the question of interview bit. Flip. You can read the question. I will explain about the question a bit and then I will explain how to solve this question. So the question says we will be given one array and we need to flip one segment of the array so that we get maximum numbers of ones in that array. And by flipping we mean flipping, if it is 0 then we will do it 1, and if it is 1 then we will do it 0. Let's see how. Suppose we have this array as input and we flip a segment, this segment. If we flip this segment, suppose this segment I am pointing, then we will flip the 0, this ones, this 1 to 0, this 1 to 0, this 0 to 1 and this 0 to 1, since we are flipping this segment. Now we need to flip in such a way so that the number of ones in that array becomes maximum. So in this case, if we flip this segment, after flipping the array will become this and we will have maximum number of 1 in the array. Now this is L, we are flipping from this to this. This is the starting of the segment in the array and this is the end. And index of this element is 2. So our L will be 2 plus 1, 3. Again, index of this element is 6. So our R will be 6 plus 1 equals to 7. So let's see how we will solve this. Again, there is another thing. If we have, if we don't need to flip at all, then we will return one empty array. Suppose see this case, we already have maximum number of ones. So what we will do? We will do no flipping and will return one empty array. So L equals to 0, R equals to 0. Since in the question they are treating it as one indexed array. Now in general we generally treat it as 0 indexed array. So let's see how we will do this. For flipping, see one thing. For flipping, we will be interested in the part having most number of zeros, since after flipping they will be converted to 1. Suppose this part, say this part. In this part we have maximum number of zeros. We have 4 zeros and 1 1. We have 4 zeros and 1 1. So if we flip this segment, then all the zeros will be converted to 1 and we will have maximum number of ones. That is the idea. See, I am denoting the zeros with plus, since after flipping they will be our 1 and we are interested in maximum number of 1, and the ones which will be converted to 0 will be, I am denoting them with minus. So if I flip this 1, no, it will not be beneficial to us, then it's minus. Again this one, no, it's also negative for us. If we flip this 0, then yes, it is positive to us, since we will get 1 after flipping this. Again same about this 0, but again this one, no, after flipping this it will be 0, so it is negative for us. But see, from here we have 2 0 and 1 1, so our positive is still, from this segment our positive is still 1, 2 minus 1. Again if we flip this one, then yes, it is beneficial to us, so it's positive. So see this segment, we have 3 plus 1 minus, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. We are still running with the profit plus 2. Again we consider this, we are going there plus 3, since this is again a positive. See this segment, we have 4 0 1 1, that is we will have a profit of 3 if we flip this one. But if we flip this one, no, again it will be negative. Again if we flip this one, it will be negative. So this is our segment. So let's see how we can find it through a code. First we will declare some variables. One variable L, one L max, we will set it with -1. This we will set this L with 0, we'll set the L max with -1, R max with -1. We'll keep one curve. This curve will be the count of the zeros throughout the array. This I to traverse through the array, and this maxa, I will keep this maxa, it will be maximum number of zeros. Let's see the algorithm. Then we will iterate through the length of the array, and wherever we will find 0, we will increase our curve, and if we don't get 0, then the else part will be we will get 1, so we will decrease our curve. Now if curve is greater than maxa, then our maxa will get the value of curve, and L max will be L initially was 0, so L max will get the value of 0 and R max will get the value of I, that is through where I am iterating. But if curve is less than 0, then we will reset the curve to 0 and L to I plus 1. That is, let's see in this array how we will go. Suppose we are going for I equals to 0, that is going through the length of this array. For I equals to 0, it will be negative, so curve is -1. Since curve is -1, we will reset curve to 0, and our L, which was initially 0, will be 1 now. Again for I equals to 0, I equals to 1. For the next run, I will be 1. Again this is not 0, this is not 0, this is 1, so curve will be again decremented to -1. So since it will be -1 less than 0, so again we will reset our L to this one. L will be this one, I plus 1, and our curve will be 0 again. For this part, see, this is then AI for the next run when I is equals to 3, I is equals to I equals to 2, then our AI is 0, so our curve will be incremented by 1. So it will enter this loop. And now see, our maxa was initially 0 and now our curve is 1. So curve is greater than maxa, so our maxa will get the value of curve, and our L max, which was initially -1, will get the value of L, which is 2, and R max will get the index of I, which is also 2. Again for the next run, we get AI equals to 0, so we increment the curve. Again we enter this loop, our maxa will be 2, then curve will be 2, then and so on. We do that. That's how we get our L max and R max. After doing this, after going out of the loop, now we need to check the L max and R max. If any of the L max and R max is -1, that means that we don't need to change anything in the array. We already have the maximum number of 1. But if not, then since it is 1 ranked or 1 indexed array, we need to add 1 and push this to the vector and return the v. That's how we solve this. Though I described the whole code, still if you want my code, mention in the comment section. Subscribe for more. Still I will be solving all the questions, all the hard questions of interview bit. And if you want me to make video on any topic, comment in the comment box, and please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe.